Accra, Ghana, to the 40th Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cause you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money, and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40th Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cause you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money, and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I think we should just get started immediately. Good evening, everybody. If you can hear me, please type 111 in the comments. I think we've gone 5 minutes plus with the intro. So it's time to start. Where is my chat stuff? Okay, fantastic. I can see it. Can you hear me? 111. For some weird reason, I am not looking so good. Why am I not looking so good? What can I adjust? Okay, I think I can make my gamma go up and brightness a little bit up. Okay, so I think I look better now. Okay, fantastic. On YouTube, please type 111 in the comments if you can hear me also from there. All right, so I can be heard. You're welcome to our meeting today. And I don't know what I'm going to do. You can pass. So I want to do two things. This is going to be a very short one because I'm trying to do a lot of behind the scene work, but we just have to come and do this live stuff. So Mary Victory, it's good to see you too. Welcome everybody. All right. The first thing is, please set alarm. Be prepared every Sunday, 8 p.m. GMT plus 1. That is Nigeria, London time. Cameroon, Nigeria, London time. Okay, is it really London time anymore now? But GMT plus 1. We have a 1 hour minimum meeting every night. It's not meetings, like a training class. I'll give you the name from January, yes. So it's kind of a mentorship thing. So it is also a good way for you to talk to me directly, ask me questions. The things that Nelly could not help you with, you get to ask me. And for the affiliates, it is your opportunity to give people who you want to bring into Nexa an opportunity to have a taste of what Nexa is about, so they can say, yeah, I'm ready, collect my money already. So, but that's for the affiliate thing. So it is very important. Please always set alarm. Be here 30 minutes before time. Be here 1 hour before time. Just make up that time. It's very important. And I'm going to make sure that the classes are not recorded so that you will be forced to attend live. Okay? So, and I will make sure that I also teach things that are very expensive so that you don't miss out and you always get to participate. So for YouTube, people can join from all over without being a member of Nexa. But for the Zoom, you are part of Nexa. And for the Zoom, I'm going to be taking you guys as an example for different teachings or trainings or classes that we're going to be having. So it's going to be an interesting one. Christmas is fast approaching. I hope you have bought chicken and I hope you have bought clothes, Christmas clothes. So if you have not bought Christmas clothes, please remind your mom and dad that it's time to buy Christmas clothes and chicken. Christmas is about 11 days from now. It's a Thursday, in case you have not realized, and yeah, it's gonna be Christmas soon. So please buy chicken and goat meat and everything for Christmas. Anyways, that's the first thing I wanted to say. Please be here every Sunday, is very important. Now, the second thing is I would be teaching very shortly. Okay, before the class, the courses that are not yet available on the platform, I discovered that they could not be rushed. Okay, so I would have taken a poll and said, do you want a rushed version or do you want a carefully curated version? Even if you want a rush version, I'm not going to give you a rush version. So I've decided that on your behalf this time around. We're going to take our time to get those skills well taught. For example, the curriculum for the AI consulting is so large that I said at the beginning of the course that this is probably the most technical course I've ever taken. It's one of the most technical courses. I used to teach HR to professionals, by the way. So that HR thing is still in my head. I used to teach business analysis as well. So I've been a professional trainer for a couple of years. But this is the first time that I'm doing an online course, online skill that sounds really technical. And there's so many gems that are in the module. This program has 10 full module, actually 9 training module and 1 capstone project. So it's an incredible thing that you should pay $5,000 for normally. I'm serious now. This is not being capping. But you're going to have access to it in Nexa. Now, I'm not phased because I know the majority of people will not even understand what is on that course, so they will run away from it. A lot of people are so interested in simple things, So, but people are really going to become big. I'm talking with what you are going to be learning. You can become a consultant for an entire country, for governments, like governments on AI. You can become a consultant for a big church, say like Redeemed Christian Church of God. They are very, very large, probably the biggest church in the world, or even for the Catholic. There is no limits. And you could just do that for small businesses around you or even big businesses around you. It's the same process. So once you master it, you can do a lot of things. So that course is not what I will record in 2 hours and give you 5 module videos or 5 lessons and you just watch it, motivation, and and then at the end of the day, you're like, okay, what have I gained now? No. So this time around, we're going to take our time. You will not bully me to upload that thing at once. So maybe I'm going to drop a module per day. So for the next 10 days before the end of the year, it will fully be released. And for the publishing course, I think that should take me about a week. I'll be done with that. I'll start posting that one tomorrow so that you can enjoy it. If time permits me, I'll give you a glimpse of how easy it is to write a book. Okay? Maybe tonight I'm most likely going to do that if time permits me. So I just wanted to state that for people who are saying, I cannot see this course, I want this course and stuff. And there are some courses that are not yet completed, e.g., Faceless YouTube is not yet completed. Still a whole lot that we have not done. Funnel design is not yet completed. There's still a whole lot of things that we need to add. Which other one is there that is not completed? I've forgotten. Graphic design, we have 3 graphics tutors actually, and there are some practicals that we'll be adding to what's the name now, social media management or marketing, which is content creation per se for social media managers. So that's going to be added as well. Media buying, I'm going to go media buying. Hey, we're working on YouTube for you guys. So YouTube, what's it called, ads, which is very technical. So we're going to be adding YouTube ads to it. I also told Dion to work on TikTok ads. So all of this will be joining over and over. So here's the deal. Nexa skills are not static. They are going to be dynamic. There's always something to add, and we will keep on adding over and over and over. So you keep on upgrading yourself and upskilling yourself. So it is not just you watch 5 videos and that's all on that particular thing. No, we want to give more stuff. In 2026, some of the tutors are going to be having live master classes where you can ask live questions from them, where they can teach the latest thing on that particular skill. All right. For Faceless YouTube, I'm going to be bringing some tough guys that are blowing up on their YouTube, making massive money, to come and share their own secrets. You could add it to your own and get better. So you would have access to all of these kinds of things next year. That is why you have to be very active. So that's on one side. Another announcement I want to make is we now have 2 Telegram groups. One is for affiliates, which is Nexa Game. Which is what most of you are aware of. The second one is for Nexa Pro. You would notice that we have the platform is separated. We have the Nexa Pro. Somebody sent me a message, I think it was on Instagram or something, that is Nexa an affiliate program. I said, no, it's not. But we have an affiliate program for those who want to promote the platform. It is simply a high income skill platform, a skill school, all right, which also teaches you business. So you learn the skill and you learn the business. And I'm going to touch on that tonight because I'm about to blow your mind in a few minutes. All right, for those who probably have not paid attention to the kind of things that I'm about to share today, please permit me. I ordered amala, ewedu, and begiri, and cow leg. All right. So any moment from now, they are going to call me that my food has arrived. I'm currently staying at the 15th floor. So I'll need to go down and collect the amala. Or I will ask this other young man to go and get it for me. So if my amala arrive, I'm going to put you on an interlude so that I can go get the amala. The only challenge is I'll not be able to eat it hot. So I hope they delay it a little bit so that I would have finished the class to an extent before before they say that it has arrived and I have to go and get it. So I've collected permission in case I take 5-minute break in the course of class just to rescue the amala. All right, thank you everybody for joining tonight. I welcome you once again. I think I've cleared most of the announcement. If I remember any other thing, I'm going to talk about it later in the course of the class. But for now, we are going to have a very interesting time together. So what I want to teach tonight, very simple and direct. There are two ways to approach this, but let me see if I can approach it in those two ways, but let me use a different approach. Website design, is there something still missing in website design? I think the only thing that is left on website design is to add some additional stuff on that one. I think we pretty much covered website design. I think we pretty much covered it. So where do I start from tonight? So ladies and gentlemen, there are let me use my stuff. So we'll go to class. I can write. Where's my pen? Thank you, pen. How are we going to do this? Okay, so I'm going to be able to write like this. I want to. So I want to talk about the 3 ways to make money with your skill. Okay, the 3 ways to make money with your skill. Yes, I talked about sales funnel. I know. So I'm going to touch all of those ones. So for tonight, I want to talk to you about the 3 ways to make money with your skills. Supposed to be central. Yesterday, I went to take milkshake at a cafe. So because of the weather here, it was easy for me to take a walk. So I decided to take a walk. I did not go in a cab. And on my way walking, I was having some thoughts in my head. Unfortunately, I did not record those thoughts, but I want to try and see if I can capture some of those thoughts. And I was looking at the principle of demand and supply. Please, do you understand what I'm saying so far? The principle of demand and supply. So, demand is the number of people who are interested in a commodity. Do you get it? Supply, on the other hand, is the number of people who are willing to exchange the commodity. So, demand is a function of how many people are interested in something. So, 2 things are important when we're talking about demand is the number and interest. So, quantity is one, interest is another thing.
And for the first time, I was redefining the concept of value. When we say, in order to make money, you need to add value. You've heard that before, yes? So you add value to somebody who is willing to pay for the value. So if you learn a skill, which is what Nexa Pro is doing for you, you will have what is valuable. That skill can be sold to somebody who wants you to solve a problem for them with your skill. For example, you can help somebody get more customers into their businesses because you have learned media buying. Cool? Now, that skill of media buying you have is valuable, but the component of value in that skill is based on who wants it. Do you get it? If nobody wants your value, it becomes valueless. So let me introduce a new component into what we're talking about: the concept of money. Remember, I am talking about 3 ways to make money with your skill. I have not touched the 3 ways yet, but it is about making money. Okay. Now, money, what does money means? Money is simply a commodity that people are willing to exchange for other commodity. Money is what you have that when you present it to somebody, the person will accept it and in exchange give you something else that you find valuable. So money in itself contains value vested by people who are interested in it. Now I'm going to demystify something. I need you to follow me small. Okay? So everything we do is a function of value, but value is defined by who wants it. Do you get me? You are not valuable because you are inherently an embodiment of value. You are valuable because there is somebody or some people who are interested in you. What is valuable to one may not be valuable to another. And what is valuable today to one person, the same thing tomorrow may not be valuable to the same person. So value is a function of demand. So if there is no demand, there is no value. I could be good at drumming. The question is, it is my drumming skill is only valuable if there is somebody interested in my drumming. Hi, Kalabasa. Do you understand where I'm going with this? So my value is a function of who wants me. If nobody wants me, then it is no longer valuable. Nothing has changed. Everything is still the same. The things I could do, I could still do them. All of them, they are still there. But if nobody wants it, it becomes valueless. So value and demand work hand in hand. The higher the demand, the higher the value. Remember? Economics 101. So the more people that want something, the more valuable that thing is. I cannot overemphasize that. I mean, let that just sink in. That's like our equation 1. One other way to understand this is what you call money. I don't know if I have any money, paper money. I used to have some dollars here. I don't know where they went to. So if you have paper money, that paper is valuable because everyone wants it. Have you thought about that before? Yeah, because everyone wants it. That's why that paper is valuable. All right. People wants to collect that paper, and in exchange, they will give you something else. They give you food, they give you clothes, they give you a car, they give you house, they'll give you whatever it is that you can buy with that paper. Now, imagine this with me for a moment. You are in the deep of the Sahara Desert. Everywhere is hot. You are about to buy. You're about to give up. You're so thirsty. But you have iPhone 17 Pro Max, brand new. This one even has 5 gig. 5 terabytes. What they call it? 5 terabytes. No. Yeah, 5 terabytes. So It's not 1 terabyte or 500 gig. This one is 5 terabytes. It's the most expensive version of the iPhone 17, not the SRO, the real one. Yeah, very valuable phone, Abi. Good. And somebody appeared and was also probably driving and also in the desert and says, okay, I can give you a ride in my Jeep out of this desert, and I also have a chilled water here. But for the bottle of water, you're going to give me your iPhone. For the ride that will take you out of here, you're going to empty everything in your bank account. How many of you will say, how dare you exchange one bottled water for iPhone? Or how many of you will give him the iPhone immediately and say, you know what, give me the water? Do you see where I'm going with this? All of a sudden, in that scenario, you do not want your iPhone. In that scenario, what you want is water. What you want is a ride out. So you will gladly give up your iPhone. You will gladly give up. If you have 10 billion in your account, you will give it all up. So in a scenario like that, where your life is at stake, nothing else is more valuable. As a matter of fact, nothing else has value anymore, because you will gladly exchange it all to keep yourself alive. So you get where I'm going. So you want you. Hence, you became valuable. If I want to go motivational now, I'll start telling you that's how valuable you are, but this is not that class. What I'm trying to explain to you is the more you make people want you, the more valuable you become. All right? The more you make people want you, the more valuable you become. If you're a bit older and you've probably been in a relationship, there are times you saw a lady and she's the soul of your life and whatever. And there was a period later, maybe some years later, you couldn't stand the same person that is the soul of your life. What has happened? And even after you detested the person and then you guys went separately, someone else find her and still begin to see her as the soul of his life also. Did the lady change? Did she grow two heads? No, everything is still the same. All right, it's still the same person. But the moment you no longer want her, her value in your eyes dropped. The moment someone else wants her, her value in that person's eye went up. Oh my goodness, my meetings are now limited. Hey, whoa, these people have not subscribed to my stuff. So those of you on Zoom, there is a big problem, and the problem is that our meeting is going to end in 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is I will start the same meeting again with the same link so that you can join, or just cross to YouTube jejely and then we will not have problem. I'm going to have this fixed before next meeting on Sunday. I actually thought these people have fixed it, so I can't do it myself. What is going on? Oh, okay. The people that are bringing my amala sent me a message like your order is now out. Somebody dropped the YouTube link for them. We have about 10 minutes, so we're going to be off Zoom so that you can join. Everybody can join me on YouTube, but I'm still going to restart the Zoom with the same link immediately this ends, so you can still understand. I mean, you can still join me and have some fun. Okay, this is writing 47. 31 to 47. So about 10 minutes or so before the Amala arrives. Okay, welcome back, everybody. So where were we? The more people want you, the more your value goes up. So demand is the key factor that gives attention to value. This is why the richest people on earth, listen, are people who know how to create demand. So if they create demand for something as stupid as Labubu, billions of dollars will gather into their pockets. Did you catch what I just said? If they can create demand for whatever it is they are selling or they have to offer. Billions follows demand. People have money, but the product is not available. They will double, triple, quadruple, 10x what they are willing to pay for that product. The product is necessarily not valuable on its own. Like, everything has value, everything doesn't have value. Value is defined by who wants you. Do you understand? Value is defined by who wants you. Your very wealthy celebrities today who were nobody 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago did not change. The difference is everybody now wants them. Hence, they became valuable and rich. Because value and money go together. Do you get it? Value and money goes together. What is value? How many people want you? That's the definition of value in this context, yeah? How many people want you? Value is eroded when people don't want you. If they want you yesterday, I don't want you today, means your value gone down. And because people don't want you, nobody's willing to pay for you. Okay? People define value in commodities, in skills. If you learn a skill that nobody wants, you will be broke for life. So in 2026, and I'm already getting into the prophetic right now because I do business prophetic night every year. So we're going to have for this year very soon. One of the things that you want to position yourself to do is to find out what are the things that many people will want next year. All right. What are the things that many people will want next year? And how can you position yourself to become a supplier of that thing? All right. What are the things that many people will want next year? And how can you position yourself to become a supplier of that thing? Because money follows value. What is value? How many people want this thing? So the more people that wants it, the more valuable it becomes. And that is how wealth is built. So this was the foundational thing that was running through my head. Like, oh my goodness. If I have a skill, I have to learn how to make it become valuable. Amala. I'm coming, guys. Hello?
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
All right, you have tried. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. I've been able to talk to Ewo. What did I click? I've been able to. So, who can remind me where I was? The higher the demand, the higher the value. All right, great. So, that is a foundational thing that I want to mention so that we keep this in mind. Because I was thinking, in order for anyone to be able to make money, they need to learn or master the skill of creating demand for what they have. And one of the best ways to create demand for what you have is to educate people about what you have so that they begin to desire what you have. Do you understand? This is the power that media have. And that is why one of the richest or the one of the biggest cash flow positive industry on earth is the media industry, because everyone leverage them. Every business that sells to consumer have to use media. Newspaper, radio, TV, billboard, social media, search engine, all of that, digital ones. They all have to utilize that, because you cannot become anything or make any stuff without utilizing media. So media becomes the key enabler of any form of growth for anything that you're doing. All right, so it becomes the enabler. Someone said, "I hope I did not value my amala than you." It is well. Don't worry, amala can be microwaved. Huh? So, why did you interrupt me now? I've forgotten what I was saying, but let me get right into this. So, that is the foundation that I want to lay. Is very important. Okay, so I was talking about media, the role of media in these whole things. So, it's very important. Media has the ability to indoctrinate. And when people are indoctrinated, they lose their common sense and their reasoning. You and I are victim of this indoctrination in one form or the other. For example, I'm about to shake a big table right now, and I know some people will not like me for this, but the fact that you don't even like me is the proof that it is true. An African lady has no business with wig. If you're an African, you have zero business with wig, because it's not the air for your race. Your race don't look like that. It's the air for another race. So why? I laugh. I'm part of those people that when I say Latin America, it's like, okay, this is inferiority complex, or they most of them don't know. They just feel it's fashionable. They feel makes them looks beautiful, and then they are doing that. It's not just them. Even the lawyers in Nigeria still wear wig. That even the people that brought the wig for them don't wear anymore. You know, the lawyer wig thingy. All right, we are out of Zoom. I need to go back to Zoom now. So I'm going to start the Zoom thing again, so that those on Zoom can still be able to see us. We are fully still live here. Okay. So I'm back on Zoom. So I hope they will be able to join again and still see me. All right. Are you following me, guys? So we start to buy wig because we were indoctrinated. And it's so much work, so much that an average lady listening to me right now, something is turning your stomach against me because I just attacked your wig. Yeah, you don't agree with what I just said because you have been converted. They are praying you like ping pong, ping pong. It doesn't make sense. 100 years ago, everybody will laugh at you if you wore a wig, because it's not natural to your stuff. And I don't know when we're going to have this conversation, but I think even our men prefer non-wig ladies to wig ladies. Some are just coward. They don't know how to say it. If you're doing your hair to please your man, I think your man may prefer you on the natural ones than the wig ones. I'm thinking, he might not be bold enough to say it because you may find it offensive, but most men, I didn't say all, but most men would prefer you natural than the wiggy. So it is very important that we have that conversation. What am I saying in essence? Media made us believe that you're not beautiful until you put a foreign air on top of your natural hair, and now you're classic, you're global, you're beautiful, you're whatever, and all that. We all believe that. An average person that smokes believe that smoking is good for them. Oh, a lady will foolishly say, I don't smoke cigarette, I only take shisha. That's 100 stick of cigarettes. You just poof like that, my lady. And they wrote that smokers are liable to die young, but you are poofing shisha like Shango in the name of it's fashionable. I mean, that's what everybody do when they go to club and they have fun. You have been programmed and conditioned. Now, this is not a moral class, so I'm not trying to tell you to do or not do something. I'm picking things everyone can relate to show you the power of media. How media can shape how you think, and you begin to obey things that naturally you will not have done. With your full sense, you will not have done it, but naturally you will not have done that, but you will do that because they have indoctrinated you. Now, here's the thing. The owners of these industries are what, like cigarette sales a year alone, can buy Nigeria 3 times and they will still have change to buy Benin Republic, they will buy Cote d'Ivoire, and probably even add Togo on top as Jara. That's the sales that cigar makes per year. Did you hear what I just said? I said cigar, the money they make per year in the entire industry will buy Nigeria 3 times, including all the Boko, whatever that is disturbing people right now. They will buy all of them 3 times. They will have change. The change will not buy Ghana, but you will buy 1 or 2 other. That's the power of media. So they use media to make cigar look cool. And they use it to do so many things. They have changed the way they reason in America today through media, where an average person doesn't know the difference between male or female or man and woman anymore. Now they need definition. They are indoctrination. Grown up people. I've even seen a massive scientist that I love so much and I respect, who was beginning to defend the rubbish of himself. Like, are you people fine? So the media rules the world. That's the most powerful thing. Now, this is not a moral class. I'm going to say that again. I'm just picking from these things so that you guys can understand it better. Now, how does this affect you and you're making money? It is your ability to leverage your own media, which is social media, to indoctrinate people about what you have so that demand can be built for what you have to offer. Do you get me? So that there is demand for what you have to offer. In 2026, I want to personally guide 10 people. I'll look at your life and support you to do 10 times more income than you did in 2025. We are not doing class. You and I will talk one-on-one. Means I'm going to leave everything I'm doing and focus on your life. And we'll look at it together. Once a month, we're going to have that live one-on-one session. And you have access to me directly to send me message any time of the day. Whatever you're going through in your business, whatever challenge you're having, whatever new things you want to try, even if you don't know really the next things you want to do, you have access to me. That's number 1. Number 2, every business opportunity I'm pursuing behind the scene in 2026, you are going to be the first person to know about it. So if you are interested in doing those ventures, we will do them together and make incredible income. Sometime in 2023, somebody called me and asked me if I could help them with a particular project. And all I needed to do was very simple. And with that simple stuff, what I was going to earn was over 400,000 US dollars. And that project is only 2 weeks. All I needed to do was simple. What I needed to do would not even take me 2 hours. But because I have the capacity that they do not have, my input on that project was to earn me 400,000 US dollars. The person that brought the project I had never even met physically before. We have only spoken and chatted and talked on phone. And this is a project that government is involved. So there are things that happen behind the scene that we don't talk about publicly. Now, you are going to be part of the people who would have access to things, anything like that that happens in my life in business, so that you will be able to do incredible stuff for 2026. So if you're tired of struggling and you want me to directly mentor you, mentorship is not group class. Mentorship is not what we're even doing right now. Mentorship is one-on-one. I want to hear you and you will hear me. I want to be able to know things about you and guide you one on one. I was talking to a lady, she's here listening to me, very phenomenal lady, and I told her, based on all the things you just told me, your problem is one thing, and I told her that problem. And that lady, I'm sure, next year will do nothing less than £100,000 if she goes to apply what I told her. Now, if she had this relationship with me, I will follow up and say, the thing I told you last month, come and tell me what you have done with it now. Now, how many of you would like to be a part of the 10 people that I'm going to be working with? If you want, please type the word mentor in the comment section. Let me look at you. Just type the word mentor in the comment section. 1, 2. I said I need 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have my 10 complete. So, fantastic. Some people are still typing. Oh, yeah. I have my 10 complete. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I just did is to demonstrate to you that you can create demand for what you have and it becomes valuable immediately. Okay? So, what I just said actually exists. It's my annual mentorship program, which I used to discount for only $1,000. And this year as well, I think it's still going to be $1,000. I usually give a discount to Nigerians who are joining, who are paying in Naira for only 1 million Naira. And automatically, you are showing where the whole word is in you. So, what this means is with the last 5 minutes, I have just created a demand on the mentorship program. Even though I didn't intend to sell this here. So, if you know how to use media, people will begin to want your stuff. And when they want your stuff becomes valuable. Remember, there is a high demand for this mentorship right now, but of course, because of the price, the demand, the number of demand will go down. But because I have created the demand, the value of the supply, which is the mentorship program, has gone up. Okay? So that is the key thing. So I want you to please recognize what I'm sharing with you. Media is the indoctrinating tool. You will get anyone to buy anything you have to sell, even if that thing is useless, if you know how to create demand. This is how Ponzi scheme works. Why do you think people put my host here told me about a business partner he had some years ago who went to go and invest in some Ponzi scheme against, without even informing him, his financial coach, like, oh, I got this thing I want to go and put money on. And the person puts in $300,000. I was like, oh, people have $300,000 to put in a Ponzi? You'll be shocked. Why? Because the Ponzi people knows how to create demand that will make people pay anything because of what they want to have. Okay, so ability to create demand is what makes your skill valuable. So let's attach that to Nexa. Whatever you're learning on Nexa, if you cannot create demand for it, you won't make much with it. The people who learn how to create demand for the skills they have are the ones who are going to make the money for it, because people pay for what is valuable that they want. And value, like I explained at the beginning, is how many people want it. So how do you make people want it? A guy started a bottled water company some years ago, and he wanted to dominate his city. So he went and hired 50 very beautiful female, and he hired about 10 good-looking guys. So he split them into two groups. The female on one group, the guys on another group. And all he did was activate the ladies and give them about 10 different supermarkets each that they need to visit for a period of 10 days. Each supermarket will have at least 50 people come into them and ask for their bottled water brand that they want to buy about 10 to 50 packs of it. And those people will be like, oh, we don't have this brand. We have this other popular brand. They say, no, that is the reigning brand right now. That is the one they want to buy. So they will leave. The next day, someone else will come. They will even buy some stuff and say, oh, I want to also get water, but please, I need this brand of water. And then the supermarket people will be like, oh, we don't have this, whatever, whatever. And that continued for 2 weeks consistently. 2 weeks later, the guys will be activated. So the guys will go in the truck or whatever of the bottled water and approach the supermarket and say, oh, my name is so. I work for this bottled water company and stuff, and we're reaching out to stores. Oh, you are, yeah, give. And each supermarket is going to now buy the stuff. And they will stock it. There's a version 2 of that. The version 2 is that those ladies will appear again and actually buy the bottled water. You think, oh, because they have now bought the bottled water in box, so they will now go. No, it's business. They will actually buy the bottled water and clear up the first supply. Then they will go again and supply the next one. And they will clear it up again. And they will do that for 3 months straight. What will happen is each of those supermarkets higher selling water will now become this. Guess what? The owners of the supermarket themselves will begin to recommend the water to random people that want to buy ever water or other kinds of water. Because they are seeing how fast that water is moving. All the owner needed was enough money to keep buying his own stuff over and over and over, just to make sure people get it. Should I shock you? The only drink that has been able to beat Coca-Cola was not Pepsi, was Red Bull. And Red Bull did exactly opposite of what Coca-Cola represents. Coca-Cola is sweet and is abundant and is affordable. Red Bull is the worst tasting drink you can taste in this world. It is expensive and it is tiny. Direct opposite. And the Red Bull sells more than Coca-Cola. How did they do it? They went to every trash can they can find in the city and put used can of Red Bull everywhere in abundance. So when people are walking around and stuff, they just keep seeing empty can of this unique little bottle and stuff. So in their mind, people are really drinking this drink. I've never seen it before. So the next time they saw it in the store, this is this can that we are seeing in our trash can, plenty of it. Give me one. They will not drink it. It tastes terribly, but they're like, but people are drinking it. So there must be some kind of value in it. Now, guess what? They also played on another psychology. People's mind has been trained, all of you, to believe that anything that can cure you, medicinal, must be bitter. Not so? Answer me. Come on, guys. Those of you that are a little older that took drugs, you know, chloroquine, you know, all of that. Medicine, if it's sweet, you know, they work. Vitamin C, the sweet one, it doesn't heal you, but it has to be bitter for it to cure you. So naturally, they believe that the energy drink Red Bull is doing a lot of energetic thing in their body because it's bitter. Why? Psychological. They have worked on your mind. So that was exactly how they did it. And before you knew it, everybody carried the craze of Red Bull. And today, see the kind of ads they do, the kind of daring things they do, and they sell like mad. Billions of dollars a year. If you can create demand for what you have to sell, you become valuable automatically. Yeah, everybody believes bitter medicine work. It's not necessarily so. So that is the foundation of class. That's not what I want to teach you tonight, but I hope you have learned something. So this is me transferring my thoughts to you. These are the kind of things that goes on in my head. How do you create demand for what you have to offer? So that when it becomes something that people want, then their lives change. If you would like to take the mentorship thing, reach out to me. I put it inside Nexa on your onboarding stuff. So send a message so you can be part of them. So let's get into what I want to teach you tonight. 3 ways to make money. There are 2 ways I can actually accomplish this, but I'm trying to see which one I should use tonight. Anno Collins, please send me a message again so that I can attend to your problem. Okay. How to make money with your skills. Number 1. We're going to be teaching you this number 1 anyways. So, sell it. Okay? Sell your skills. Number 1. What does this mean? It means that every skill you have can solve a problem for somebody or some people. Okay? Your skill can solve a problem for somebody or some people. So you look for those people, you create a solution to their problem, and then you introduce the solution to them so that they can now buy. Another way to do that is to create demand for your skill so you can sell it to the people who want it. Okay? So that's what you have to do. So that is how to sell your skill. When I started learning web design or funnel design, I started with funnel design, actually not website design. I learned the skill. Took me a couple of days, several hours invested every day back to back because I was doing more practical. And I mastered it. I became pretty good at it. I was already a good copywriter. I was already a very phenomenal salesperson. I know how to convince people, use all the sales static stuff. Maybe one of these days I'm going to teach you sales or selling. How many would like to learn? All right. Maybe I'm going to do that. Maybe we'll add it as part of the special master classes on Nexa so that you have it. But part of the things you're going to learn on LAP, those of you who join LAP, will be how to sell. So I was a genius wizard in selling. Like, it comes natural to me. So I could put all those things together into funnels and I started selling it to people. So they started paying me. So the first person that I actually marketed the skill to, I was having a conversation with him about a different product which was his video. He wanted me to do video explainer video for him. I used to do it for him, but this time around I wanted to charge him more money, but he said nah, he's not willing to pay me as much as I wanted to charge. So in the midst of that conversation, I thought, why don't I just create a demand for this funnel thing that I just learned? And I said, sir, have you heard of sales funnel? I know he has not heard. I know he can't. There's no way he would have heard. So he said, no, what is that? I said, I catch him. So I now start to say, so imagine your best salesperson doesn't sleep, doesn't complain, doesn't collect salary, and 24/7 is selling your stuff over and over and over. Say, hey, tell me more. I say, I catch him. I continue. And each time I tell him one thing, I will say, but sir, it's very expensive. Say, no, tell me more. And I will tell him again. I say, but sir, it's very expensive. Sam, stop talking about expensive. Tell me more. And when I finished, he was like, how can I get this thing? How much? I said, sir, but I told you. He said, so just tell me. I said, because it's you, it's 1 million. Sam, 1 million. I want this thing, but can't you? You know, you are my person. Can't you do 500K? I said, yes. I didn't tell him that though. In my mind, I was, oh my God. Now, to give you context, I said this man should pay me 100,000. He said he's not paying 100,000. He will pay 80K. He said 60K. Then he was able to push himself to 80K. I said, I don't want 80K, 100K. He said he doesn't have money. He told me all the challenges he's going. The same man, about 10 minutes later, was begging to pay 500K. Somebody say demand. Somebody say demand. Type it. So that's the thing. The same man. And a week later, that same man paid me 4.7 million naira for the same thing. How do you move from 80K to 4.7 million in 1 week? Demand. Demand. And one of the easiest way to do that is media. This is why personal branding is not cloud chasing. It is your only way to have your own media company, to present your value so that people can be educated about your value and they begin to want you. Hence, you become valuable and money follows that. Bam. Demand. It's very important. So this is how to sell your skill. So you sell your skill by creating a solution to somebody's problem. For that, it's as simple as that. You sell your skill by simply creating solution to somebody's problem. Now, that problem you're creating solution to must be the one that they are willing to pay for. Because you can create solution that somebody does not want. So you have to make them want it. I didn't want to go to this particular part because of the platform I'm streaming on. It might be a big deal, but I'll code it. Some of you will understand what I'm trying to say. See, every insecurity, unrest, or war, whatever it is that happens on earth, is some people creating demand for their product. How many of you know? Those are human being or group of human being creating demand for their product. I don't want to mention the products. The product is not charger or laptop or phone or food. It's products. They are creating demand for their product. So they are willing to waste and buy people so that their product can move. That is the world we live in. And you are not buying people and doing stuff, but the little moral stuff that they say you should do, you cannot do. You cannot do content. You cannot put yourself out there. You cannot talk to people. You cannot create demand for your stuff. It is well. Anyways, that's number one. I didn't want to take long in this class. I think I might have thought longer than I expect. Okay, I've already done 1 hour. So let's close this class. Go and join Nexa if you want to learn more. Number 2 is to teach it. Now, under teaching, there are 2 things that you could do. Why do I have this guy? There are two things you could do under teaching. Number one, you could teach people the skill, or you could teach people how to use the skill. So, which means there are two customers for when you teach it. Your first customer are people who want to learn the skill. Your second customers are the users of the skill themselves. For example, I learn media buying on Nexa. Great platform, amazing platform, very cheap for the value they are creating. And now I can do media buying. But I said, I'm not going to be buying media for people. I want to just teach people. Now, I create a course for media buying, but I targeted my course to people who have businesses who want to run ads. So I said, let me teach you how to run your own ad easily with simple 15 steps. So I am teaching my skill, but I'm not teaching it to create new skilled people who just want to acquire the skill so they can also sell the skill or teach the skill. No, I'm teaching my skill to people who are using the skill. Okay? Or I can say you want to learn the skill. Like a lot of people on Nexa are learning this skill so they can build a business where they can sell it, teach it, or the third one. Okay? So I could approach people like that and teach them. And then they would say, oh, now I know it. Let me go and do it for my business. And you know the interesting thing? I can teach this thing only once and I keep on selling it over and over, and students keep on coming and paying. I don't have to teach it every time. Now, here's the cool part. If I teach business people how to get customers for their business, many of them will still not be able to do it, no matter how much I teach it. There are a lot of reasons for that. Part of the reason is people naturally have save me mentality, do it for me mentality. Very few people have show me I'll do it myself mentality. Very few people. Many of you that are here, you are show me, do it for me mindset. How do I prove this to you now? So if I teach you a skill, let's say Facebook, faceless YouTube. If in that course I say, bring me 1 million naira, I will create a channel for you. I will be doing everything for you. Do you know a lot of people will give me 1 million? Do you know? But did I teach you everything? Yeah. Why don't you go and do it? Yeah, do it for me. I'll pay. Human beings are like that. Majority of us are like that. So when I teach people and they see how good I am at it, so something in them we say, the only reason I'm not getting it is because I'm not him. What if he's doing it for me? Then they will now approach, and that will now lead to the third way to make money with your skill. All right. I call it agency. This is where you do it for people. You do it for people, but not personally. Because if you're doing it for people, you are selling it if you're doing it personally. But if you have a lot of seller of skills, which are skillful people who are now working for you, and they are the one doing it for people on your behalf, you have built an agency, which is you have built a business. And that is where the real money is. So if you are teaching your skill, or if you are selling your skill, you can make between $5,000 to $10,000 a month on the high. Average maybe $500, $1,000. If you're teaching your skill, you can make about $100,000 to $1 million a year. But if you run a successful agency, you can do between $1 million to $10 million a year. You can see the jump from $10,000, which is like $100,000 a year, to over $10 million. Do you understand it now? So you can sell, you can teach, you can become an agency. These three things I will be teaching you on the 30 days challenge of Nexa, which is going to start from January 1. I want you to prepare because I shall blow thy mind. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me. This has been a pleasure talking to you for the last 1 hour plus. I can no longer teach anything anymore right now because we have to close. I need to get to work. I need to have my amala first and then get back to work. And I'm going to see you next Sunday. Merry Christmas in advance. Please send a message if you want to be part of my mentee for 2026. It's just ₦1 million for Nigerians, $1,000 for non-Nigerians. And we only have 10 slots in total, and that's the end of the class. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. I love you all. I'll see you next week, Sunday.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cause you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, there won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr.
Yes.
Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your hands together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.